Welcome back, guys, and thank you very much for clicking. Today I'm going to show you how I clean, lube, and adjust my motorcycle chain. Stay with me. Let's go. So before we go ahead, I'll quickly show you the tools that I use for this process. So this is my stand for standing up my bike. This is WD-40. I usually use this for cleaning the chain. I normally use a regular one, but today I've run out of the regular one, so I'm using this one, and I think it should work same. And for lubing the chain, I use Chain Lube by Motorex. My preferred one is Benelli, but this time I didn't have Benelli, so I had to make do with Chain Lube from Motorex, which works equally well, but I prefer the Benelli one. And I use these three spanners. So this big one is used for adjusting the chain, for unscrewing the big nut, and these two small ones for adjusting the chain.
We live life the hard way, but not today. Just stay.
So first I place a rag on the floor so I don't leave oil residue on the floor. And then I grab my brush. So this is the brush that I use to clean my chain. I've had it for many years and it worked for me, so you can get a similar brush that it will work as well. And what I'm going to do next is to use this WD-40. So I usually use a regular one, but this time I don't have the regular one, so I'll make do with this one. And this one prevents parts from sticking, waterproofs, and protects against moisture for use on metal, plastic, rubber, and vinyl. So I'm gonna let it sit for a while so the oil soaks into the chain before I start the cleaning process. So I do the first cleaning, first wipe down of the chain to get all the thick old oil off the chain. As you can see, my chain is very dirty, but gradually it's all coming off, which is a good thing.
Just feel my heart.
Alright guys, so the cleaning is done, and as you can see, it looks really clean now. I also cleaned the sprockets as well. So now that the cleaning is done, I'm going to oil it down, and then after that I'll adjust the chain and I'll show you how I do it. Let's get ahead with oiling the chain. So you want to make sure none of it gets on any parts of the bike, because it's a pain to clean it up. Alright guys, so that's it. So I'm just going to clean any excess spills on other parts of the bike, and that should be it for the oiling of the chain, and it's good for another 500 kilometers or so. Alright guys, so with the chain cleaning and oiling done, I'm now going to adjust my chain. And with the Benelli 300, you need a spanner like this one, I use 27 because the bolt here is 27. The knot here is 27, sorry. So I'm going to use this part to loosen it, and then I'm going to use these two knots here to adjust to pull the wheel backwards. So there's two here, and it's the same set on the other side. So basically what I do here is the same measurement I have to do there. Now, and if you look closely, you will see there are these cut-ins, these lines here. You want to make sure that when you adjust it, the lines here match to the lines over there, and the chain is not too tight. And before that, you want to spin the chain to see which is the tightest part, because that is where you want to adjust the chain from. Otherwise, if you adjust from the most flexible part, after the chain is adjusted, the tighter parts are going to be too tight and you're not going to have smooth rolling. So you want to make sure you check the chain, turn the wheel to the point where the chain has the less slack in it, then you can start adjusting the chain. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to spin the wheel while pushing the chain to see which is the tightest spot, and then I'll stop there, and that's when I'm going to adjust my chain. As you can see, it looks like my chain is really loose, so I can't feel any tight spot yet. So I would say this would be about the tightest part. So I'm going to leave it here, right, and I'm going to adjust it from here. I'm going to loosen this knot. It's pretty tight. So once I've loosened it to give the tire a chance to move freely, I'm going to take these two nuts. These are two 13 millimeters. So 30 millimeter, 30 millimeter. And I'm just going to break to loosen this one. And you should make sure you do this on both sides at the same time. So after you've loosened this one, you loosen the one on the other side as well. So I can do the rest by hand, and then I loosen the other side as well. So as I go anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, as some people will call it, it's going to be pushing the tire, the wheel backwards. And you don't want to just go a quarter turn each time and go to the other side. Otherwise, it's going to be too tight and you're going to have a problem putting it back in. That part is just after 3. This part is just after 3, so it's just about right. Just a little more to match the other side. So now that I'm convinced that the chain is of the right slack, I am going to tighten these up and then tighten the big bolt, and that will be it for adjusting the chain. It's a pretty simple process. You don't want to give these too much turns, too much power, because you're going to need to unscrew it again. So just tight enough so that it doesn't move as you ride along. As soon as you feel that you can't turn it anymore, it should be enough. Just make sure it's tight, not too tight. Yeah, this bolt, I've got to change this bolt. Okay guys, so I think that should be it. So I'm ready now to tighten the big knot just to get it all in place. So again, 27th side, and then I just tighten it. I don't use a torque wrench, but I believe the length of this spanner kind of sets the torque, so you turn until you can't turn anymore. But sometimes I just use my legs, which are stronger than my hands, to turn it, just to be sure that it's tight enough, because obviously the legs are stronger than the hands. And once I get it there, I know it's tight enough. Let's give it one more turn. So I can't turn anymore with my hands, so I'm just going to go one turn with my feet. And that's it guys. So this is it for my chain cleaning. As you can see, the wheel still spins nicely and smoothly, but my chain is clean, it's oiled, and the chain is adjusted. So I'm good to go for another 500 kilometers or so. Alright, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Till I see you again, ride legal, ride safe.